If you're wondering which budget laptops for students are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. Acer Aspire 5. This absolute unit is so cheap you'll have money left over for a suspicious amount of ramen. Plus, it's actually light enough to carry without developing a scoliosis. The plastic bottom feels like a toy and the screen is so dim you'll need a literal flashlight to see your homework. But at least it has enough ports to plug in your entire life. Would I buy it? Yes, because it's the king of good enough for a student budget that is currently crying for help. Asus VivoBook 16. You're getting a screen big enough to watch movies in the back of the lecture hall, and the keyboard is surprisingly clicky enough to annoy everyone sitting next to you. Don't expect to do any actual creative work because the color accuracy is basically non-existent and the battery dies faster than my motivation on a Monday morning. Would I buy it? Maybe, but only if you really need that massive 16-inch display for multitasking and don't plan on leaving your charger at home. HP Victus 15. It's a gaming laptop disguised as a regular computer so you can pretend to take notes while actually failing at Valorant. And that 144Hz screen is smoother than a fresh jar of peanut butter. It weighs more than a bag of bricks and the battery life is a total joke, so you better secure a seat near a wall outlet or you're cooked. Would I buy it? Yes, if you're a technical student who needs a discrete graphics card and doesn't mind a workout every time you walk to class. HP OmniBook 514. This thing has a battery that lasts over 25 hours, which is perfect for those all-nighters where you forget that sleep is a human requirement. It's running on a Snapdragon processor, so some of your weird engineering apps might not even open, and it's about as fast as a turtle on a treadmill compared to its rivals. Would I buy it? No. Because while the OLED screen is gorgeous, the compatibility issues with Windows on ARM are a massive headache I don't need. Apple MacBook Air M4. Apple finally stopped being stingy and gave us 16 gigabytes of memory for a lower price, making it so fast it'll finish your assignments before you even think of them. It still doesn't have a fan, so it'll get hotter than a jalapeno if you push it, and you're stuck with that ugly notch staring at you for the next 4 years. Would I buy it? Yes. It is easily the best value laptop on this list if you can swing the $999 price tag for that incredible M4 performance. Microsoft Surface Laptop 7. This thing finally gives the MacBook Air a run for its money with a battery that survives 17 hours of your frantic last-minute essay writing. It's got a gorgeous 3:2 aspect ratio display for extra vertical space, though the lack of ports means you'll be carrying more dongles than books. Would I buy it? Yes, because looking this sleek while actually having power to back it up is worth the dongle hell. Asus ROG Zephyrus G14. This beast lets you crush AAA games at over 60 frames per second between lectures, but the fans sound like a literal jet engine taking off in the middle of a quiet library. It's surprisingly light for a gaming machine, though it gets hotter than your coffee if you actually try to use it on your lap while plugged in. Would I buy it? Maybe. Only if you value high-tier gaming performance over having actual friends who don't mind the loud fan noise. Dell XPS 139345. Dell basically took a regular laptop and shrunk it into a tiny 1.2 kilogram brick of pure style that somehow fits a 12-core Snapdragon processor inside. The battery life is legendary for long study sessions, but they replaced the physical function keys with touch buttons that feel like a cruel joke during a coding exam. Would I buy it? No, because I need real keys and more than 2 measly ports to survive a single day of productivity. Acer Aspire 14 AI. This is the ultimate I'm broke but need AI machine that packs a solid Intel Core Ultra processor for $700, even if the plastic chassis feels a bit like a lunchbox. The battery will actually last through your classes, but the display is so dim and colorless you might forget you're even looking at a screen. Would I buy it? Yes, it's the king of budget utility for students who care more about passing grades than fancy metal lids. Lenovo ThinkPad E16 Gen 3. It's the reliable workhorse with a massive 16-inch screen and a keyboard that's actually satisfying to type on, though it looks about as exciting as a spreadsheet. You get 2 actual memory slots for easy upgrades later, but the 300 nit screen is basically invisible if you even think about sitting near a window. Would I buy it? Yes, because being able to fix and upgrade your own gear is a massive win when you're a struggling student. Lenovo V15 Gen 5. This budget warrior packs a surprisingly fast, non-volatile memory express, solid-state drive, and a physical webcam shutter for when you are definitely not supposed to be on a Zoom call. But that cheap, twisted pneumatic display panel has viewing angles so bad it looks like a privacy filter from 2005. It is light enough to toss in your bag without a chiropractor on speed dial, though the plastic build feels like it was forged from recycled lunch trays. Would I buy it? Maybe. Only if my bank account is screaming for mercy and I can find the version with the in-plane switching screen, because that base model display is actual pain. Acer Nitro ANV15 52586Z. You are getting a 165Hz refresh rate on a budget, which is great for smooth gaming, but the 8GB of random access memory is basically a hate crime against multitasking in 2026. The NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4050 graphics card is solid for 1080p gaming, yet the 250 nits brightness means you will be squinting at your screen like a confused grandparent if a single ray of sunlight hits your room. Would I buy it? No, because having only 8GB of memory and a single solid-state drive slot makes this feel like a starter kit that requires another €150 of upgrades just to be usable. Gigabyte Aero X16 RTX 570. This sleek beast rocks a gorgeous 1600p resolution screen and a massive NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 that makes student life look like a high-budget movie, though the 150-watt power supply is honestly trying to run a marathon on a juice box. It is thin and light enough to make you look like a creative pro, but that low total graphics power means your 50 series card is basically just a glorified paperweight that cannot reach its full potential. Would I buy it? Yes, because despite the power limits, that 400 nits bright display and expandable memory are exactly what you need for editing videos while pretending to do homework. Lenovo ThinkPad P14's Gen 6. This absolute unit features an AMD Ryzen AI 9HX Pro 370 that probably has more brain cells than my entire friend group, plus a 2.8K OLED panel that makes spreadsheets look way more exciting than they actually are. It weighs only 1.39 kilograms, so it is perfect for sprinting to class, but it lacks a dedicated graphics card, which means your gaming will be limited to Minesweeper and Chrome tabs. Would I buy it? Yes, if you prioritize a legendary keyboard and enough processing power to simulate the universe over playing the latest AAA titles. Acer Nitro ANV15 5276NK. This one steps up the game with an Intel Core i7 and a newer NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5060, giving you those sweet artificial intelligence capabilities for when you are too lazy to actually write your own essays. It has way better 32GB memory out of the box compared to its smaller siblings, but the NitroSense software acts like a helicopter parent by locking your power plans and making frames drop for no reason. Would I buy it? Maybe. It is a much better value than the 8GB models, but only if you can tolerate a laptop that sounds like a jet engine taking off during a simple gaming session. Acer Aspire 3. This plastic slab is cheaper than a textbook and arguably more useful, though the non-backlit keyboard means you'll be touch typing in the dark like a budget-tier Batman. It's got enough 16GB random access memory to handle your 50 open browser tabs while the battery actually survives a lecture, but the screen is so dim and depressing it looks like it's permanently in power saver mode. Would I buy it? No, because I'm not a masochist who wants to squint at a gray screen while my soul slowly dies in a windowless library. Asus VivoBook S14 OLED. This thing is a total flex with a 120Hz organic light emitting diode screen that makes your homework look better than it actually is, though the glossy finish reflects your disappointed face every time you look at your grades. It's basically a MacBook Air for people who aren't in a cult, giving you 10 hours of battery life and a colorful keyboard that screams "I'm a gamer," even though you're just failing statistics. Would I buy it? Yes, yes, because looking at vibrant colors is the only hit of dopamine I get during finals week. Samsung Galaxy Book 4. It's thin, light, and fits into the Samsung ecosystem like a needy ex, but the screen is so uninspiring and low quality for the price that it feels like a personal insult to your eyeballs. The keyboard is mushier than your brain after a 3-hour seminar, yet it somehow manages 10 hours of battery life to ensure you never have an excuse to stop studying. Would I buy it? Maybe, but only if I already owned a Samsung phone and felt like completing the set of overpriced shiny rectangles. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the budget laptops for students for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.